İbrat farzandları. İbrat farzandları. Assalamu alaikum, yangi darsga xush kelibsiz. Welcome to a new class, and today this video is devoted to a special person, Iskhokhan Ibrat. And I would like to also share why our project is called IBRAT Farzandlari, because by itself the word IBRAT means to be inspired by someone's example, like to follow someone's example and do it too. Ibrat olmak is actually a verb, but our project is called Ibrat Farzandlari, and Farzandlari is children. Ibrat's children. And who's Ibrat? Ibrat is Jadid, and for those people who don't know who's Jadid, in 1890s and 1920s, 30s, there was Jadid movement in Turkestan and Central Asia, and those special people who believed in the power of knowledge, they took action to help the nation to grow, to be educated, and Ibrat was one of them. And we are called IBRAT Farzandlari, and these wonderful people, they teach, including me, we teach about 14, 15 languages. Majority of them are taught in Uzbek to Uzbek population for free. And any resident of Uzbekistan, they can watch YouTube and learn languages like French, Italian, Chinese, Korean, Arab, German, Japanese, Turkish, Russian, completely free, and they don't have to know Russian to learn these languages. They can watch them in Uzbek in their native language, because all these teachers, they speak Uzbek, and language of instruction is Uzbek. And this is very interesting because it all started back with Ibrat, because he was born in 1862, but his years of the active period where he was known and he wrote and he taught and he learned languages came to 900s. And in this video, I would like to share basic facts about his biography. So we know how much our project was inspired and was named by a special person, by special Jadid like Iskhokhan Ibrat. Iskhokhan Ibrat was born in Namangan in a small town called Torakorghan. And he was a bright student, he loved languages, and he studied in Qoqon, one of the madrasas. And actually, I was happy, I was going to show you some photos, but I couldn't find them. What I found is a movie, very well made, lately in Uzbekistan, and named Ibrat, about his life. And whatever I will be sharing now about his biography will be supported with pictures from this movie. I highly recommend it to watch this movie. It's in Uzbek. I will share some facts from his life right now in English, so you can watch it in Uzbek and still understand the meaning. So, Ibrat was very capable of learning languages, and while being in Uzbekistan, he already knew Russian, he already knew Arabic, Arab tili, Fars tili, and then when he started traveling, he started learning Hindu Urdu, English, Turkish, and before leaving Uzbekistan, I mean Central Asia, Turkestan, he actually founded a school, and his school taught for free while others taught for a fee. And it was interesting how he used a new methodology while others just, they would just ask students to repeat after them. And it was interesting how he tried to do something innovative, and he was blamed for for not teaching according to religion and just being an oddball. And later, when his school, actually, his first school was destroyed by his competitors, and then he leaves his home to travel, to take his mom to Mecca. When he comes back, he founds another school. It's called Учитель, and he teaches Russian to Uzbek kids, to Central Asian kids. He traveled for 9 years, and he was sayohat qilgan shaharlari or yurtlari: Istanbul, Sofia, Athena, Rim, Paris, Hindustan, which means India, Mecca, right? And the movie shows beautiful images how he travels. It's very qualitative movie, so you can really imagine that time of the century. And for his whole life, Ishaq Khan Ibrat wrote about 14 different pieces of works. One of them is لغات الستة ألسنة, which is dictionary of different languages, or تاريخ فرغانة is history of Fergana. He devoted a huge piece to his mom, acknowledging that she was his first teacher, and she was teaching in a girls' school. She was educating girls, and he acknowledges that she was his first mentor to follow the same path. Unfortunately, his mom, he takes her to Mecca, but she doesn't survive in this journey, and she dies on the way back. And one of the biggest dreams of Ibrat was founding the publishing house, and the movie shows how he travels to Russia, he looks for a loan, and he actually succeeds, and he was so happy when his first textbooks were published. And this was his dream when he came back after traveling for so many years abroad. And he really believes that in Turkestan there should be newspapers, there should be textbooks for children, qualitative, and he dreams to have a library, and he loves books and delivers and collects books. But so he faces lots of troubles, but he lives like 70 something years. In 1937, that's a very sad year in our history, where lots of number of Jadids were killed and were shot or were put into prison, and they died in prison because others believed, Soviet government believed, that these people who are trying to educate others, they're not doing good things, and they're actually harming. And unfortunately, we lost bright minds in 1937, and it's interesting how in the movie, Ibrat says how many languages he knows. Like in this specific scene, he says, I speak 7 languages fluently, and I can speak in 20 other languages. And I'm like, wow. And then in another scene, when his competitors trying to, somehow destroy him, and they discuss Ishaq Khan Ibrat among themselves, they say, he's been teaching for free while we are charging. We're charging, and he's doing for free. And I was like, it's just like our project, we are teaching our population for free. And I'm so happy, I'm really delighted that this project, it's like Ishaq Khan Ibrat's mission 100 years later to be realized, to see how it's coming alive and helping so many more people. And this is actually what I wanted to bring today in this video, that it's not, it's not just a word, this Ibrat word, and it's not just a word. It means a lot for us. This person made a lot for Uzbek nation and for Central Asian nation. And I guess I'm trying to say that I'm proud to be right now here, to be able to teach and not have those, and not face those obstacles like he did. I think that's it. Actually, I could bring a lot of facts to you, but I didn't want to overwhelm you, or I didn't want to make it like encyclopedic lesson. It's more like why it's called IBRAT. Why? And here's why. And yes, IBRAT olmaq is a verb in Uzbek, but first of all, for us, for this project, it means very special. It talks about special person. And of course, as usual, I would like to remind you about, and the next part will be in Uzbek. Albatta, mana shu darsimiz haqida o'zbek tilida yoki ingliz tilida izohlarda sharhlaringizni qoldiring. Like bosishni unutmang. Siz uchun harakat qilyapmiz va boshqa ijtimoiy tarmoqlarda sizlar bilan uchrashishga xursand bo'laman. Keyingi darsda ko'rishguncha xayr. Sog' bo'linglar.